Hey everyone, welcome back to another Sunday special video. In today's video, I'm going to search up keywords on Google and have it autocomplete and react to them. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do is go to google.ca and make a statement about nurses and have it autocomplete and kind of react to that and see the different types of links. Now I'm going to go on Google incognito because I don't want it to interfere with any of the results. So let's go ahead and get started here. So I'm going to go ahead and write nurses. Nurse, and let's see. First thing is nurses hotline, nurses and nurse practitioners of BC, nurses salary BC. Okay. So this is talking all about salary. People are very interested in nursing salary. Well, in Canada, where I live, nurses usually get paid the same in their province based on years of experience. So essentially, every year you gain more and more experience, you get paid more. I have a video on that. You can take a look at my channel. I speak very thoroughly about all the different wages across Canada for nurses. So let's try and search nurses. Nurses are angels. Oh, okay. Let's take a look at this one. Why nurses are truly angels on earth by Odyssey. And it may suggest that nurses are supernatural beings who do not require decent working condition, adequate staffing, or significant role in healthcare decision-making or policy. If nurses are angels, then perhaps they can care for an unlimited number of patients. This is actually hilarious. The truth about nursing. This is so true, guys. It actually happens so often where you're working under unsafe conditions and you have so many patients under your care, especially on a medical floor like I work on. There's so many patients that come in, and you're constantly trying to discharge them, make them feel better, and provide the best care you can for them. And meanwhile, you've got like call bells ringing left and right. You don't have enough orders that the doctor has provided for you to work with. There's not enough staff. You don't have enough people to help you provide care for your patient. So this is actually pretty true. I would argue that this is definitely, who wrote this article actually? Nurses can have better dryness. I'm not really sure, but it's the truthaboutnursing.org. I like this website. It's true. Let's go ahead. 27 reasons why nurses are secretly angels living amongst us. Wow. Guys, I've never been called an angel until today. So many poops. Sorry. That's true. There's definitely a lot of code browns. They work 10 to 12 hour shift, often without breaks. Thankfully, on the unit I work at, I get breaks, but there definitely have been times where I haven't had a break just due to the demands of the shift. 4:30, so it looks like... Anyways, let's go back and search some other things. Alright, so let's search up, do nurses get paid well? Well, I think so. I mean, I don't know. Should we get paid more? Who's to say that we shouldn't? Everyone should get paid more ideally, but I think we survive pretty well. I mean, if you work, if you specialize and think about advancing your career, you can definitely get paid more. But currently I'm comfortable with how much I'm getting paid, but we can always use an extra buck. Do nurses do stitches? Now, there are certain nurses that have specialty training that can do stitches and can perform actually more specialized skills, but you have to be licensed and you have to be certified, and it really depends on your actual state or province that you're practicing at. Do nurses get pensions? Do nurses get a discount? Oh my god, that is probably the most Vancouver thing I've ever seen. Do nurses get a discount at LULULEMON? And funny enough, we do. nurses in BC actually get discounts at Lululemon, so that's pretty cool. Oh, let's search up male nurses. Male nurses in Canada. Male nurses stereotype. Okay, let's see this. Common male nurse stereotype: being mistaken for a doctor. So true. So true. Especially if the patient's confused. For some strange reason, the patient thinks I'm a doctor and then all of a sudden starts listening to me more. Even though I constantly tell them that I'm not a doctor, they just listen to me because they assume that I'm a doctor. And a lot of my colleagues who are female often ask for my help because they think that their confused patient will actually listen to me. And for the most part, they do, actually, which is kind of hilarious. Due to commonly held gender stereotypes, men working in healthcare are often mistaken for physician. Patient rejection. Some patients refuse care by men who are nurses simply because they're men. That's definitely true as well, and I get that. Sometimes they feel a bit uncomfortable with me providing care for them, and that's okay. I mean, there's always another nurse, and definitely we write it in their chart so that next time they come in, or the next nurse that comes in for the night shift or for the next day shift, they're not assigned to a male nurse. But that's definitely a true stereotype. Where do most male nurses work? The majority of nursing professionals are employed at hospitals across the United States. According to Americans, 62% of the nursing staff are joined. Okay, so it doesn't seem like there's a general consensus about where males go. I know that for a fact many male nurses do not prefer to work in maternity and labor and delivery, just based on my cohort and when I went to nursing school. All right, let's go back and search something else. So let's search are nurses in demand in Canada? Yes, they're always in demand. In fact, they're in demand in Canada and in America. Are nurses rich? Well, not me. I ain't rich, but I'm surviving, so I'm happy. Are nurses allowed to have tattoos? Yes, we are allowed to have tattoos, and if anyone says anything different, they're just completely wrong, and they don't know what they're talking about. Are nurses smart? I hope so. I think I'm pretty smart, but it might be a little biased. Are nurses doctors? What? What? A doctor has an undergrad, but might also be a DO. Now a nurse might have a master's or PhD. Yeah. So I guess there's confusion because there are different there's different categories of doctors. There's like physicians, which require MDs, and then there are nurse practitioners, which are also providers, which can also, they may or may not have a PhD, which could technically make them a doctor. So it gets a little bit confusing, but that's the clarification there. Anyways, guys, I'll keep this video short. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you thought this video was interesting, please share it with one of your friends and subscribe down below. I'll be uploading a video every single week, and let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this type of video and if there's any other video idea you have that I could make. Anyways, guys, take care, and we'll see you in the next one.